The Earth was under siege. Out of nowhere, a massive alien fleet had emerged from the depths of space. These beings were powerful, technologically advanced, and utterly hostile. In just a few weeks, they had destroyed human colonies on Mars and the Moon, pushing ever closer to Earth. The world's nations, divided by politics for centuries, now had no choice but to unite. Humanity's only hope lay in a desperate project, Earth's first Stardestroyer. This massive ship, named Erebus, was built in record time. It was a sleek, hulking structure, bristling with advanced weaponry and protected by layers of the strongest metal humanity could produce. Designed to be both a shield and a sword, the Erebus carried Earth's best pilots, soldiers, and scientists. Leading them was Captain Mia Carter, a young but fiercely determined leader with a reputation for staying calm under pressure. She wasn't the strongest or the loudest, but she had one quality everyone admired: she never gave up. The race against time, the Erebus launched just as the alien fleet entered the solar system. Earth cities prepared for the worst, while the Erebus set course for Saturn, where the alien fleet was gathering. The mood aboard the ship was tense. Most of the crew had never been to war, and many doubted they could win against such a powerful enemy. Mia, too, had her doubts, but she kept them hidden. Her job wasn't just to lead, but to inspire. While en route to Saturn, the crew intercepted a strange signal. At first, they thought it was another alien transmission. But after decoding it, the scientists aboard discovered something shocking. The aliens had a reason for attacking Earth. Decades ago, during a failed space experiment, that blast had destroyed the aliens' homeworld, leaving their people scattered and desperate. This revelation split the crew. Some argued that the aliens were justified in their anger and that peace talks should be attempted. Others believed it was too late for diplomacy. The aliens wouldn't listen. Mia knew the truth lay somewhere in between. She didn't want war, but if the Erebus failed to stop the alien fleet, Earth would be wiped out. Battle near Saturn. The Erebus arrived near Saturn's rings, and what they saw was terrifying. Hundreds of alien warships, all pointing toward Earth. The alien fleet was like a swarm of hornets, sleek and fast, with weapons powerful enough to shatter planets. The Erebus was outnumbered, but it had one advantage: its size and firepower. It was a giant compared to the alien ships, capable of destroying dozens of enemies in a single blast. The first attack came swiftly. The aliens sent wave after wave of smaller ships to test the Erebus's defenses. Mia ordered her crew to hold steady, letting the ship's automated turrets do the work. The Stardestroyer's weapons roared to life, bright beams of energy slicing through the darkness of space. Dozens of alien ships exploded in fiery flashes, but more kept coming. The crew of the Erebus worked furiously, adjusting shields, targeting systems, and engines. Everyone knew one mistake could mean death. Despite their best efforts, the Erebus began to take damage. An alien ship managed to breach the lower decks, leading to chaos as soldiers fought to repel the invaders. Captain Mia personally led a team to seal off the area, her calm voice guiding her crew even in the thick of battle. Slowly, the Erebus regained control. The turning point as the battle raged on, Mia realized something crucial. The aliens weren't fighting like an organized military. They were desperate, throwing everything they had at the Erebus without any clear strategy. This gave her an idea. She ordered her scientists to create a false signal that mimicked the energy wave humans had accidentally sent years ago. The plan was risky, but it might confuse the aliens long enough to give the Erebus a chance to strike at their mothership. The signal worked. For a few critical minutes, the alien fleet paused, their ships hesitating as if unsure of what to do. Mia seized the moment. She ordered the Erebus to charge directly toward the alien mothership, a massive vessel that dwarfed even the Stardestroyer. The crew focused all their firepower on the enemy ship, targeting its central core. The battle was fierce, but the Erebus's final strike hit its mark. The alien mothership exploded, sending shockwaves through space. The remaining alien ships, leaderless and scattered, retreated. A fragile piece, the crew of the Erebus celebrated their victory, but Mia couldn't shake the weight on her shoulders. They had won the battle, but at what cost? The aliens had been fighting out of revenge for a tragedy humanity didn't even know it had caused. Now, with their fleet broken, they might never recover. Mia couldn't call it a complete victory. Before leaving Saturn, Mia sent a message into deep space using the same frequency as the alien signal. It was a message of peace. She didn't know if anyone would hear it or if it would even matter, but she hoped it would be a step toward preventing future wars. The Erebus returned to Earth as a symbol of humanity's strength and survival. The people celebrated, but they also knew that the universe was far larger and more dangerous than they had ever imagined. For now, Earth was safe. But Mia knew this was only the beginning. The stars were waiting, and humanity had just taken its first step into the unknown. For decades, deep beneath the Atlantic Ocean, a secret project was underway. Hidden from the public, away from politics and fear, the world's greatest scientists and engineers worked together on Earth's most ambitious creation, a Stardestroyer-class spaceship. The ship, called Oblivion, was meant to be humanity's last line of defense against threats from beyond the stars. No one outside the project knew it existed until now. The Discovery one ordinary day, an alien probe entered Earth's orbit. It was small and silent, but sent out a powerful signal into the galaxy. The world's leaders were alerted immediately, and panic spread. Where had the probe come from? What was it signaling? Every telescope and satellite on Earth focused on the probe, but the answers weren't clear. The only thing everyone agreed on was that it wasn't friendly. This sudden discovery forced the secret of the Oblivion to come to light. World leaders announced the ship's existence to the public, claiming it was humanity's best hope if an alien invasion ever occurred. Built with cutting-edge technology, Oblivion was equipped with massive energy weapons, impenetrable shields, and a warp drive capable of interstellar travel. The ship's captain, Commander Isaac Kane, was chosen to lead a crew of elite soldiers, scientists, and pilots. But Isaac was uneasy. Why had the alien probe appeared now? And why was it signaling so loudly? Something didn't feel right, but he kept his doubts to himself. His mission was clear: launch the Oblivion and investigate the source of the probe's signal. The Oblivion's launch was a global event. People gathered in cities to watch as the massive ship rose from its underwater dock. It was a symbol of hope, but also of fear. For years, humanity had looked to the stars with wonder. Now, they looked with dread. As the Oblivion entered space, Isaac and his crew prepared for the unknown. The probe's signal was traced to a distant star system, and the ship's warp drive was engaged. For the first time in history, humans traveled beyond the solar system. When they arrived, they found something terrifying: an enormous alien fleet waiting for them. The ships were sleek, black, and covered in glowing red markings. It was clear they had been expecting the Oblivion. A transmission came through, and an alien voice spoke in perfect English. "You have stolen what does not belong to you. Prepare to face justice." Isaac was stunned. What had humanity stolen? He demanded answers, but the aliens refused to explain. Instead, they launched an attack. The Oblivion shields held firm as the crew fought back, their weapons lighting up the dark void of space. The truth revealed during the battle: the Oblivion scientists worked furiously to decode the alien probe signal. What they discovered shocked them. The technology used to build the Stardestroyer wasn't human. It had been reverse-engineered from a device found on Mars decades ago. That device, it turned out, had been an alien artifact left behind by an ancient species. The Oblivion was built using stolen technology. Humanity had unknowingly taken something sacred from an alien race, and now they were paying the price. Isaac faced a difficult choice. He could keep fighting, risking the destruction of his crew and the ship, or he could attempt to negotiate. But the aliens weren't in the mood for peace. Their attacks became more aggressive, and the Oblivion was pushed to its limits. The crew fought bravely, but it was clear they couldn't win in a straight fight. A desperate plan, Isaac knew he needed to outsmart the enemy. Using the knowledge of the alien artifact, the Oblivion scientists devised a plan. They believed the artifact could be activated remotely, sending a signal of apology to the aliens. This signal might convince them that humanity wasn't an enemy, but there was a risk it could also destroy the Oblivion if it backfired. Despite the danger, Isaac approved the plan. The crew worked quickly to reroute the ship's systems to amplify the signal. Meanwhile, the battle raged on. Alien ships swarmed the Oblivion, their weapons pounding against its weakening shields. Isaac remained calm, issuing orders and rallying his crew, even as the situation grew more desperate. At the last moment, the signal was sent. A bright wave of energy spread through space, and the alien ships froze. One by one, they stopped firing and retreated. The crew held their breath as the alien leader's voice returned. "We have received your message," the alien said. "We see now that you are not thieves, but children playing with fire. This technology was never meant for you. Consider this a warning. Do not trespass into the stars again." With that, the alien fleet vanished, leaving the Oblivion battered but alive. The aftermath, the crew returned to Earth as heroes, but Isaac felt conflicted. They had survived, but at a cost. Humanity had built its greatest weapon on stolen knowledge, and now the galaxy knew they existed. The alien leader's warning echoed in Isaac's mind. Humanity was not ready for the dangers of the universe. The Oblivion was repaired and kept on standby, but Isaac knew it was only a matter of time before another threat emerged. Humanity had taken its first step into the stars, and the journey would not be easy. For now, Earth was safe. But the crew of the Oblivion would always be ready, watching the stars for signs of danger and hoping they would never have to fight again. In the year 2187, humanity celebrated its crowning achievement, the launch of the Titan, Earth's first Stardestroyer. The Titan was a massive starship equipped with advanced weapons, energy shields, and a warp drive capable of exploring deep space. It represented the unity and strength of a species that had once been divided by war and politics. But as the crew of the Titan soon discovered, the universe was far more dangerous than they ever imagined. The encounter, the Titan's maiden voyage, was meant to explore a nearby star system, looking for planets that could support life. Captain Jack Reynolds, a seasoned officer with a sharp mind and a steady hand, led the mission. Jack was known for his calm demeanor, even in the face of danger, and his crew trusted him completely. The journey started smoothly, but as the Titan approached its destination, its sensors detected something unusual. Another massive ship, much like the Titan, but clearly alien in design. It was sleek, black, and covered in glowing blue symbols that pulsed like a heartbeat. A transmission came through. The alien ship's captain, speaking through an advanced translator, introduced herself as Commander Zira of the Zephyr Alliance. Her message was clear and chilling. "Your kind is reckless. Your ship is a threat to the balance of the galaxy. Surrender it now, or Earth will face destruction." Jack was stunned. Humanity had never encountered another Stardestroyer before, let alone an alien fleet. He tried to reason with Zira, explaining that the Titan was built for exploration, not war. But Zira refused to listen. She believed humanity was dangerous, a young species wielding power it didn't understand. The conversation ended with a simple warning: "You have 24 hours to surrender. Choose wisely." The chase begins. Jack and his crew quickly realized they were outmatched. The Zephyr Stardestroyer was faster and more advanced than the Titan, and its crew had centuries of experience in interstellar combat. Jack knew they couldn't win a direct fight, so he came up with a plan: use the Titan's warp drive to lead the Zephyr ship on a chase through uncharted space. The Titan jumped from one star system to another, desperately trying to stay ahead of its pursuer. Each time they landed, the Zephyr ship appeared within hours, relentless in its pursuit. The tension aboard the Titan grew as supplies dwindled, and the crew began to lose hope. Jack worked tirelessly to keep morale high, reminding his crew that humanity's survival depended on them. During one of the warp jumps, the Titan's science officer, Dr. Eliza Park, made a critical discovery. The Zephyr ship had a weakness. Its shields could be disrupted by a rare mineral found in a nearby asteroid field. But mining the mineral would take time, and the Zephyr ship was closing in fast. Jack had to make a choice: risk everything to gather the mineral or keep running and hope for a miracle. The Trapjack decided to take the risk. The Titan entered the asteroid field, its crew working around the clock to mine the mineral while the ship's engineers modified their weapons to use it. The asteroid field was a dangerous maze of spinning rocks and debris, and the Zephyr ship had no trouble finding them. The final confrontation began. The Zephyr ship unleashed a barrage of plasma weapons, hammering the Titan's shields. Jack ordered his crew to hold their ground, using the asteroids for cover. The Titan fought back, firing its newly modified weapons. The rare mineral worked as Eliza predicted, creating a temporary breach in the Zephyr ship's shields. But the Zephyr captain was no fool. Zira adjusted her tactics, using her ship's superior speed to outmaneuver the Titan. The battle became a deadly game of cat and mouse, with both ships taking heavy damage. Jack's quick thinking and the crew's determination kept the Titan in the fight, but it was clear they couldn't hold out much longer. The turning points as the Titan's systems began to fail. Jack came up with one final, desperate plan. He ordered the crew to overload the ship's warp drive, creating an energy surge that could disable the Zephyr ship long enough for the Titan to escape. The maneuver was risky. It could destroy both ships if something went wrong. The crew worked quickly to carry out Jack's orders. The Titan's engines roared to life, sending out a massive pulse of energy. The plan worked. The Zephyr ship's systems were temporarily disabled, and Jack used the opportunity to hail Zero one last time. This time, he didn't plead for peace. Instead, he told Zira the truth. Humanity didn't want war, but they wouldn't back down from defending themselves. Jack's words struck a chord with Zira. She realized that while humanity was young and reckless, they were also courageous and determined. She agreed to a truce, promising to report back to the Zephyr Alliance that humanity was not the threat they believed. The aftermath, the Titan limped back to Earth, its crew battered but alive. They had survived their first encounter with an alien Stardestroyer, proving that humanity could hold its own in the galaxy. But Jack knew this was only the beginning. The Zephyr Alliance wasn't the only advanced civilization out there, and Earth's presence in the stars had been noticed. As repairs on the Titan began, Jack stood on the ship's bridge, staring out into the endless void of space. The war wasn't over, it had only just begun. But Jack was ready. Humanity might be new to the stars, but they wouldn't face the challenges ahead alone. They had each other, and they had the Titan. For now, that was enough. In the year 2243, Earth was at the brink of collapse. The planet had endured centuries of war, environmental destruction, and political unrest. Just as humanity began to rebuild, a new and unimaginable threat emerged. Alien ships appeared on the edge of the solar system, destroying everything in their path. They sent no warning, no messages, and no demands. The invaders came with one purpose: to annihilate humanity. In desperation, the United Earth Federation turned to Project Phoenix, a secret program designed to create the ultimate weapon, the Stardestroyer Zenith, the largest and most advanced warship ever built. It was humanity's last hope. The first test, the Zenith, was launched under the command of Admiral Sarah Hayes, a seasoned leader known for her sharp instincts and fearless attitude. Her crew included Earth's best scientists, engineers, and soldiers, all handpicked for this critical mission. But despite their experience, no one aboard the Zenith knew if the ship was ready for battle. It had been rushed into production, its systems untested, and its technology experimental. The alien fleet, meanwhile, continued its assault, wiping out Earth's colonies on Mars and Titan. Millions were dead, and the invaders were closing in on Earth itself. The Zenith's mission was simple but daunting: stop the alien fleet before it reached the planet. As the Zenith left Earth's orbit, the crew prepared for their first encounter. The alien ships were unlike anything they had ever seen: smooth, organic-looking vessels that seemed to pulse with life. When the first wave of alien fighters attacked, the Zenith's weapons roared to life. Massive energy cannons blasted through space, destroying dozens of enemy ships in moments. But the aliens adapted quickly. They changed their formation, targeting the Zenith's weak points with precision. The ship's shields held, but only barely. Sarah realized that brute force alone wouldn't be enough to win this war. A dangerous revelation during the battle: the Zenith science officer, Dr. Raj Patel, made a shocking discovery. The aliens weren't just fighting, they were scanning the Zenith, trying to learn its weaknesses. Raji theorized that the aliens were a hive mind connected by a central intelligence. If the Zenith could locate and destroy the hive mind, the alien fleet might collapse. The crew quickly worked to locate the source of the hive mind's signal. They discovered it was coming from a massive alien mothership hidden in the asteroid belt. This mothership wasn't just commanding the fleet, it was also producing new alien ships at an alarming rate. Sarah faced a critical decision: attack the mothership directly or retreat to Earth and regroup. The Zenith was damaged from the first battle, and her crew was exhausted. But Sarah knew they couldn't wait. If the mothership wasn't destroyed, Earth wouldn't stand a chance. The infiltration the Zenith approached the asteroid belt, using its stealth systems to avoid detection. The crew knew this would be their most dangerous mission yet. The mothership was heavily guarded, and its defenses were far more advanced than anything they had seen before. To have any chance of success, Sarah ordered a small team to infiltrate the alien mothership. The team included Commander Ethan Cole, a daring pilot, Lieutenant Mia Torres, an expert in alien technology, and Raji Patel, who believed he could disable the hive mind from within. Using a modified shuttle, the team slipped past the alien defenses and landed inside the mothership. The interior was a nightmarish labyrinth of glowing corridors and pulsating walls, as if the ship were alive. The team moved carefully, avoiding detection as they made their way to the hive mind's core. Back on the Zenith, Sarah and the crew faced wave after wave of alien ships. The Stardestroyer's weapons were pushed to their limits, and every moment felt like it could be their last. But Sarah refused to give up. She trusted her team to complete their mission. The final battle inside the mothership, Ethan, Maya, and Raji finally reached the hive mind's core. It was a massive, pulsating orb surrounded by streams of energy. Raji quickly set up a device to disrupt the hive mind's signal, but the aliens discovered their presence. Swarms of alien drones attacked, and the team fought desperately to protect Raji as he worked. On the Zenith, Sarah saw the alien fleet begin to falter. Some ships stopped moving, while others became disorganized. She realized the hive mind was weakening, but the Zenith was almost out of power. She ordered the crew to focus all remaining energy on protecting the infiltration team. At the last moment, Raj activated the disruption device. The hive mind's core exploded, sending a massive shockwave through the asteroid belt. The alien fleet collapsed instantly, their ships falling silent as the hive mind's control was severed. The aftermath: the Zenith barely survived the battle, its hull battered and its crew exhausted. But they had won. The alien threat was neutralized, and Earth was safe for now. As the crew celebrated, Sarah couldn't help but feel uneasy. The aliens had been powerful, but they weren't invincible. If humanity had managed to build a Star Destroyer, how many other civilizations out there had done the same? The Zenith returned to Earth as a symbol of hope and resilience. But Sarah knew the universe was vast and full of dangers they couldn't yet imagine. The rise of the Star Destroyer was only the beginning of humanity's journey among the stars. For now, Earth was safe. But the crew of the Zenith stood ready, knowing their fight was far from over.